I'm Chef Scott, and welcome to Saks in the Kitchen. This is our 5th week, where each week I'm making a recipe from one of my 5 most influential cookbooks in my life, starting from 1978 through now. And this restaurant and its cookbook, The French Laundry, was a revelation in my life. Even, you speak about a cookbook bringing a fantasy to life for us. Not everybody gets to eat at the French Laundry. Easily the best meal of my life. And this cookbook actually helps you experience some of the magic that is the French Laundry. It's not only the pictures of what quality ingredients should look like, but the sense of what it's like to dine there. Actually, nothing says it more than this picture right here. This says French Laundry more than anything I could possibly ever think of. Whether it's buttered poached lobster or their polenta or other items that I've made from this book. Listen, I can't make every item in this book, but I can make some of them, and it's worth it for you to try. I've decided to pick today their gazpacho, and the reason why is because their gazpacho is very simple to make. It's really delicious, and I have used it on many occasions. Susie, can you see the banana bread, please? Thank you. It has a lot of ingredients to it, and you really need to let it sit overnight. But the amount of work is minimal. I have some peeled tomatoes here. Tomatoes that you just blanch, in boiling water for, 30 seconds to a minute. So we want some chopped, peeled tomatoes. And there were other ingredients that I chopped up before this. We have bell pepper. We have green onion. In fact, as I show them to you, we have red onion, green bell pepper. We have our tomatoes. We have, it looks like 1.5 teaspoons of garlic. We have a cup of cucumber. It was a cup of bell pepper. It's a cup of red onion. We have about a cup of English cucumber. All of this is diced up. And because you're going to end up blending it, you don't have to have perfect little cuts or anything. That is not necessary. Let's see what else we need. There's so many ingredients in this. Let's add in 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. And we want to add in, are you ready for this? We want to add in 3 cups of regular tomato juice. That's all it is. French Laundry, 3 Michelin stars, regular tomato juice. Don't have any preconceptions. It's very possible that this will work for you. And then we want to add in, let's add in, what is this? 1/4 cup of tomato paste. And we want to add in about 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. We're going to add in 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil. We're going to put in a sprig of thyme. That's right, just a sprig of thyme. Let's get it in there. And we also want to, there it is. We want to put in 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. So we have a cup each of red onions, green bell peppers, English cucumbers, and peeled and chopped tomatoes. We have 1.5 teaspoons of chopped garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. We have 1/4 cup of tomato paste. We have 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. We have 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons, I can't believe it, of extra virgin olive oil. Seems like a lot. We have 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. We have a sprig of thyme, and we have 3 cups of tomato juice. And we're just going to mix these all together, just like this. And you're going to be amazed, because just because a Michelin star restaurant is a Michelin star restaurant doesn't mean you can't cook their food. This is just great, because now we're going to take this and we're going to let it sit overnight. That's it, so the flavors can meld. Are you with me? Good. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and I'll see you actually in a few seconds. Okay, so 24 hours later, we want to remove the thyme that was in here. So I'm looking for it. There it is. Remove it and just toss it. Now, I forgot, we needed a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I am so sorry, Thomas Keller, that I forgot to put the cayenne pepper in yesterday, which was actually just a few minutes ago, but you know what I mean. So now, we're going to take this, we're going to put it in the blender. If you want this to be a very smooth gazpacho, according to Chef Keller, you can strain this afterwards. I love chunky gazpacho. And he tells you, Thomas Keller tells you that you should think of this not as a soup, but as a sauce. You could put it on things. And it's so delicious, I totally understand what he means. All right, so let's see what this looks like. Remember, gazpacho, the colder it is, the better it is. And here's the final product. It is just so magnificent. There are traditional gazpachos with breadcrumbs in there. There's all. The only thing that the French Laundry does is they drizzle a little bit of balsamic reduction on it. And we're not going to make the balsamic reduction today, but this is where you would taste this to see if you need to adjust the seasoning. And of course you don't have to. It's from the French Laundry, which is so wonderful. Anyway, I think that's it for today.